Thank you very much. Greg Guzman, tonight's public address announcer here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium. I'm John Art along with Gene Young, ready to bring you the nightcap. Game number 2 as the Jayhawk men's team will be taking on the Vikings at Glen Oaks. Gene, the men's team has been playing very well. They're tied for second. You have a 3-game winning streak here in the Western Conference.
Well, I tell you what, it's got speed. Will Robinson, a little point guard, is magic out there. He's so quick and distributes the ball. I think it's a very talented team, very unselfish. The thing they got to work on is it's not a tall team, so they got to rebound as a team.
There's the tip, controlled by Glen Oaks. Along the near side, baseline jumper doesn't go. Offensive board, put back is blocked. Nice block there by Kennedy. Now the Jayhawks quickly the other way, and it is stolen back. A little bit of action here. Glen Oaks with the ball. McGraw. Ball is tipped and saved. My goodness. Loose ball picked up. Sidner, Aaron Sidner. Wow. A little bit of fast-paced action,
yes,
Gene.
Absolutely. These teams are both going to be physical.
There's the drive and kick back. Shot is up and good by Mims. We're tied at 2. Will Roberson, top of the key, dishes it off to Sanders. Outside shot by Torrance, a little too strong. McGraw brings the ball back out, passes on the shot. From the near corner, Smith. Roberson the other way for the Jayhawks. A nice pass. Nice pass, and converting is Kennedy. Good assist by Roberson.
Yes.
Nice little touch pass. Gardner. Top of the key, pulls up for a 3, it's good. Kevon Gardner. Torrance over to Roberson. Sanders puts the drive up, puts the shot up, and it is rebounded by Mims. Roberts, far wing, 3-point shot, in and out. Offensive board, kick back out. Robertson comes up with it. Roberson runs into Todd Gerlings, the referee. And we have a whistle as Roberson is fouled. The foul will be on Gardner, his first, team's first.
Will listed at 5'8", out of Muskegon Big Red, state champions last year. The thing I like about him, he's a left-hander. He's quick. He's one of the quickest kids you'll see on the floor at any level.
Referee Todd Gerlings will agree with you, Gene, as he couldn't get out of the way.
I know.
Roberson is good on the first free throw. Second shot is also good. Jayhawks retake the lead 6-5. 17:25 left to go here first half. Baseline jumper, good by Gardner.
7-6. Glen Oaks with the lead.
Sanders, little head fake, gets the man up in the air, drives, makes the basket, and he has a chance for a 3-point play.
Excellent move by the
Mario Smith called for the foul. Now Gardner. Good defense by Will Roberson. It'll still be Glen Oaks' ball. Roberts to inbound from the far side.
Our coach was just warned by Mr. Todd Geerlings.
Muskegon foul on Aaron Sidnor. And a technical foul has just been called on the coach of Muskegon, Dave Schwamp. Roberts makes good on the first free throw. Second one is good also.
Glen Oaks gets to shoot a couple free throws and also have possession of the ball under the basket. That's, you know, that a technical foul like that's a major punishment, especially if you come out and hit a three or something. That's a 5-point play.
Glen Oaks, the inbound underneath their own basket.
Audience is quite quiet. They
Yes.
think that the audience got a technical.
Good call, Gene.
They're sitting out properly and listening intently.
And they're asking permission if they can get up from their seat. Mims makes the bucket. And Glen Oaks opens up their largest lead, 3-point lead, 11-8. Sidner. Torrens. Roberson. Little drive, ball stolen away, but he is fouled on the way to the bucket. That foul will be on Mims, his first, team's third. Jayhawks the inbound underneath their own basket. Torrens. Sanders, baseline jumper, a little too strong. And Kennedy gets the putback. Gardner. Roberts, three-point shot is good. Now a 4-point lead for the Vikings. Torrens to answer off the back of the iron, rebounded by Gardner. Out of bounds, Jayhawk ball. Lewis and Tumblin check in for the Jayhawks.
Marcus Tumblin, a product of Mona Shores High School, had a heck of a career there and brings a little size and muscle at 6'2", 205-pound freshman.
Across town, his alma mater and Will Roberson's alma mater are lacing it up, and
yes.
And Muskegon and Mona Shores will be playing.
One nice thing about the Jayhawks are all freshman teams, so these kids stick to the books, and they should all be back next year.
That would be great. Now Torrens. Sanders. Cross-court pass in the corner. Tumblin off the front of the iron. There's an offensive board by Torrens. Clock resets, and Sidnor, cross-court pass to Sanders on the near wing. Now Torrens, top of the key, 23 on the shot clock. Little spin move, good defense. Torrens, back to Sanders. Quick passes by the ball, and there's a nice shot in the corner by Tumblin for three.
Tumblin comes off the bench and fires him up, John. He's an exciting ball player.
Three-point shot does not go. Now Sanders quickly to the offensive end, dishes off, and Sanders is going to be called for the offensive foul. Second foul on the Jayhawks. Check that. That'll be the third foul with a technical foul called on Coach Schlump. Glen Oaks by one, 14-13, 14:40 left to go here in the first half.
You know, neither team very big, John. I'm checking the heights, 6 foot, 6'2", playing forward positions. That's undersized at this level.
Torrens back to Sanders. Glen Oaks in a zone. Sanders gets in the lane, and he is fouled on the way to the bucket. That will be on Gardner, number 2 on Gardner. Walker and Upshaw check in for the Vikings. Sidnor. Sanders. Sanders drives into the lane. Shot does not go. Glen Oaks quickly back. Upshaw kicks it outside to Roberts, and Roberts hits the tray.
2 threes in a row.
Sidnor in the corner. Sanders. Good offensive board by Tumlin. Put back a little too strong. Another offensive board. That time Sidnor. Now Sidnor near side. 3-point shot off the front of the iron. Loose ball. Picked up there by Mims. Now Glen Oaks. Ball goes out of bounds off Glen Oaks.
Jason Stark, a 6'7" sophomore out of Decatur High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Their biggest man enters the ball game.
Barnes. Ball's tipped around. Tumlin gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. And that tall man you just talked about, Gene, commits his first foul, Jason Starks. Tumlin at the line, shooting 2. Misses on the first. Tumlin splits the pair. There's a drive, laying it up and in is Walker. Torrens. Ball is stolen by Walker. Walker will set up that offense. He's on the near wing. Jayhawks closed off his lane. Upshaw. Mims, baseline shot. A 7-point lead for Glen Oaks. Roberson. 3-point shot is good by Tumlin.
Tumlin's got a couple of those, John. He's fire off the bench. Excellent shooter.
Upshaw into Mims. Mims is fouled along the baseline. Jordi Lewis commits his first foul. Kennedy and Sidnor check back in the game after a nice little break. 12:04 left to go first half. Starks. Roberts. Soft touch goes in. He now has 10 points. Sidnar leaves it to Roberson. Roberson keeps possession of the ball in the corner. Tumlin in and out. Ball's tipped. And McGraw gets the rebound, and he is fouled in the backcourt by Kennedy. Walker to Roberts. Roberts, crossover dribble. Nice block, but the follow-up is good by Smith.
Good athletes on this Glen Oaks team,
Oh, yes.
John. They've come to play.
Sanders, Tumlin in the corner, has his shot blocked. A little bit of talking in the corner.
A few elbows flying around.
A little bit of taunting, too. Glen Oaks blocked the shot, and McGraw blocked the shot, and then he got into Tumlin's face.
Fisher coming over to.
Looks like he's going to give both of them a foul.
Yes. What's going on, John Harder? Help me.
They called 2 technical fouls, not just personal fouls. They called technical fouls, one on Tumlin and the other one on McGraw. And nearly a steal on the near side by Walker.
Glen Oaks is very, very aggressive. You got to be careful how you handle the ball, how you pass it.
When there's technicals, Gene, on both schools, you do not shoot. Each team shoots 2, or they just say they offset each other? And
well, they offset each other,
okay.
But they count as 1 of 5.
All right.
A couple quick technicals. So then you sit on 5 of those, or a combination.
Roberson picks up his dribble. He leaves it there for Torrens. Now Eddie Torrens, top of the key. Torrens looking for some room to drive. Now in the corner. Sanders, a shot clock violation. Will give the ball back to Glen Oaks. .45 left to go first half. Glen Oaks an 8-point lead, 25-17. Walker will leave it there for Upshaw. Upshaw with a drive. It goes out of bounds off his leg. There's a Glen Oaks turnover. Gardner checks back in the game. Roberts will come out and get a breather. Now Torrens. Over to Sanders. Roberson, little head fake. Baseline, has the ball stripped away. It's a steal for Upshaw. And we have a whistle. Offensive foul will be called on Smith. Mario Smith, his second. Torrens, Sanders, Roberson, cross-court pass. Torrens saves it from going out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock. Aaron Sidnor. And we have a foul as Sanders came into the pile a little late, maybe called for over the back. That's an easy call for Todd Gerlings.
Sanders' second foul, and he's going to go to the bench. Made a little contact there. He's going to hurt a little bit.
Starks at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He makes the first. In and out. He misses the second. Torrance, far wing, three-point shot. Rebounded by Gardner.
Muskegon just didn't get in that layup, John. They've been living and dying with that 20-foot shot and just haven't made many. They've been on 17 now for about 3.5 minutes. As Glen Oaks has pushed it up to 26.
Walker. Now Upshaw. Starks. Little spin move and forced himself. Eddie Spencer had established position, so it's an offensive foul. Sidnor. Ball's tipped, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Glen Oaks. 8:56 left to go first half. Coach Dave Schlump wants a timeout. 8:56 left to go here first half. It's Glen Oaks 26, Muskegon 17. We'll be right back. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. We're back here at Bartell's Roy Gymnasium. John Arter and Gene Young, our TV crew, the MCC TV crew, doing a great job. Up on the camera, we have the messenger. That's Cade Messenger. We're sorry, Cade. Had Cody on the list here earlier. So Cade Messenger on camera. Rod Van Nortwick in the booth, directing and producing Jayhawk basketball for MCC TV.
Well, a lot of people stop and tell me how much they enjoy it, John.
Yes.
And, it's fun to bring them to them. A lot of people can't get out. Some of the viewers love to sit home in their warm house and watch a basketball game.
Now Eddie Torrance, 15 on the shot clock. Roberson. Ball is kicked. It'll be Jayhawk ball.
Community College not getting it inside. They're trying to live and die with that 20-foot shot. And,
they're having problems with this zone, Gene.
yes, they are, definitely.
Roberson, little pass down low, ball goes out of bounds, still Jayhawk ball, 8 on the shot clock. Oh, pass in there. Yeah, you have to call that foul. As Kayvon Gardner going for the ball, he still went running into Aaron Sidnor. So Gardner commits his third foul. Sidnor to the line, shooting 2, as that's the 10th foul, double bonus. Jayhawks a little cold tonight, even from the free throw line.
Yes, they are. They're not. You know how long they've been on 17, John? I mean, I'm talking.
Too long.
Way too long.
Yes, I agree, Gene.
They've been down that floor 5, 6, 7 times there. They finally
Sidner.
moved it to 18, but
Yes.
still 8 points down with 8:26 left here in the first period. Good crowd. We always get good crowds at MCC.
Roberson is called for the foul. That's his first foul, team's 8th. So Upshaw goes to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Upshaw makes the first. Upshaw makes them both.
Upshaw from Fort Wayne, Northside High School, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Who's your basketball?
Torrance to Roberson. In the corner now, Aaron Spencer. Upshaw with a rebound.
Those deep corner shots, John, are not high percentage.
Turnaround jumper is good by McGraw.
Comfortable 12-point lead with 7:42 to play.
Roberson in and out. Starks rebounds. Now Roberts pulls up for a tray. It's good. Everything seems to be going in for Glen Oaks, and Muskegon can't find it. Yes, they are.
Hot. And they're earning them. Those are deep shots.
Now Roberson to Sidnor, and a travel will be called on Sidnor in the corner. 7:14 left to go first half. Upshaw to Mims. Mims driving the baseline. Puts the shot up and in.
Well, everything they're throwing up, John Arter, is going in.
Yes, it is.
I think they've scored 5 out of the 6 times down the floor, including a 3.
Turnaround jumper in and out for Maxwell. Upshaw leans in and draws the foul. It'll be on Roberson. 9th team foul, Roberson's 2nd. Upshaw once again at the line shooting a 1-and-1. He just sank 2 on a 1-and-1 try. In and out. Ball is stolen away. Upshaw. Roberts. Roberts nearly has it picked. Hey, Roberson with quick hands. Foul is on Roberts. Roberson will go to the line to shoot 2. Quick hands by Roberson turned into a steal. He didn't have much room and he was forced out. It ends up being a foul.
Got out of that.
That he did.
We got to get off 18.
You're right. And Roberson does that with his first free throw.
6:24 left. We got to take it down to maybe 5-6 points at half. You don't have to take it all the way down, but get within striking distance. You don't want them to blow it up any more than it is right now.
Roberson splits the pair. Roberts. McGraw. Rebounded by Sidnor. Sidnor, a little bounce pass. Blocked from behind. Now Tumlin, baseline shot. No. Again, there's a lid on that basket. Glen Oaks ball.
Boy, in the last 6-7 minutes, John, they've had a lot of balls go in the cylinder and spin out.
Yes, they have.
Got to keep shooting them. They're all high percentage
Oh,
shots.
yes. If you're open, you got to take that shot. Now Roberts with the drive. Roberts called for the offensive foul. He forced that issue. Muskegon wants a timeout. 5:46 left to go here in the first half. It's a 16-point lead for the Vikings of Glen Oaks. 35-19 over the Jayhawks. We'll be right back. John Arter and Gene Young back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. Tomorrow, Jayhawk Wrestling will be here. 4 teams wrestling, 3 matches each. Come out and cheer on those Jayhawk wrestlers. 5:38 left to go here in the first half. There's a drive. Roberson, little layup, doesn't go. He's fouled. Foul is on Starks. That's number 3 on the tall guy. Roberson at the line, shooting 2. He makes the first. And Glen Oaks wants a timeout. 5:33 left, first half. Back here at Bartels Roady, John Arter, Gene Young. Gene, I think you're exactly right. The Jayhawks want to cut into the deficit, but they do not have to get all of it.
No.
There's another 20 minutes coming up after half.
Well, they're very capable of just getting hot and playing good D, get steals and things like that, and make their free throws and what have you. But you know, they're down by 15 right now, and if it stays at 15 or gets larger, it's going to be quite a hill to climb. So they've got to be patient. 5:33 is a long time to play.
Yes.
Both next foul, both schools will be in 2-shot situations, so there's lots of opportunity to cut that deficit. You got to be smart basketball players.
Roberson misses on the second. Mims with the rebound. He'll leave it for Walker. Walker checked by Sidnor. 20 on the shot clock. Now Mims drives, a little too hard off the backboard. Ball is stolen. Eddie Torrens quickly ahead to Tumlin. Tumlin, a little spin move. Along the baseline, lays it up and in.
Good continuation move by Tumlin. Nice move.
You're right, Gene. He never gave up on that one. Now Nims, top of the key. He'll leave it for Upshaw. Upshaw, near wing, 3-point shot, in and out. All goes out of bounds as Tumlin could not control it and went right out of bounds. Inbound, knocked out of bounds, still Glen Oaks ball.
Why does everybody like the referee, John? Then when they meet the referees, they don't like them.
Yep. And sometimes they're working him just for the next call.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Now Upshaw gives it over to Walker. Mims. Right there to Smith. And we have a whistle. Smith called for his 3rd foul. He becomes the 3rd Viking with 3 fouls. That could be a factor in the second half.
I counted 8 that ran out on the floor. I think that they only brought 8 on their squad. So you get to start getting some guys picking up their 4th early in the half. He's hoping he can finish with 5 in the last part of the game.
Kennedy at the line. He makes the first. Jayhawks are working into that deficit, Gene.
Yes, they are.
It's now down to 12.
15 just a minute or so ago.
Yes. Kennedy makes them both. Walker. Back out to Upshaw. Now Upshaw on the far wing. Roberts. Good defense by the Jayhawks. McGraw, 12 on the shot clock. McGraw. Soft touch goes in.
Nice touch. That was a big shot. They needed that, and they got it.
Sidnor, cross-court pass. Tumlin to Roberson, outside shot. Roberts with the rebound. Quickly back down the floor. Roberts puts it up and in.
Boy, a good athletic move. Solo down the court, and they pushed it up to 5 more points in the last 2 possessions.
Now Sidner with a head fake, and McGraw runs right into him, commits his 3rd foul, becoming the 4th Viking with 3 fouls. Sidnor at the line shooting 2.
Well, as you mentioned, John, they took it down and within striking distance, and then all of a sudden 2 possessions and 5 points for Glen Oaks, and they've got it right back up there.
Sidnor makes the first free throw. Misses on the second. Walker. Long outside shot for Mims. Loose ball picked up by Mims. Goes out of bounds. Glen Oaks ball. Upshot inbound. Foul will be on Will Roberson. That's number 3 for Will.
Got to get Will out of there. You don't want him picking up the 4th. He's too valuable. They're most MVP. You want him on the court for 20 minutes in the second half. Good move by the coaching staff to put him down, and with a very able replacement, Deshaun Sanders Jr. out.
Offensive rebound, putback doesn't go. Sidner. Pass in down low, put it up and in is
John,
Kennedy.
Think back, that's the first type of easy high percentage shot they've had in a long, long time. They've been trying to live with that 17, 18, 19-foot jump shot.
Roberts, 3-point shot is rebounded by Upshaw. Ball is tipped and picked up there. Eddie Torrens lays it up and in.
Got it down to 11. 2:28 left, first half.
Good hustle by Tumblin to make that play happen. Now Upshaw to Mims. Mims gets his man up in the air, drives baseline, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
Nice move, a nice move. It takes courage to make that drive because you know you're going to get hammered. Got a chance for a 3-point play.
Tumblin called for his second foul. Now Mims will be at the line, as you mentioned, trying for a 3-point play.
6'4", 185-pound sophomore out of Gary, Indiana.
He makes it.
A hotbed for basketball, Gary, Indiana.
Tumblin, 3-point shot is good. Tumblin leading the Jayhawk shooters with a dozen here in the first half. Mims. Upshaw. And McGraw finishes. Sanders. Torrens. 3-point shot is good by Torrens. Jayhawks within 10. A minute and a half left to go. Ball goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Sanders has his shot blocked, gets the steal right back and puts it up and in.
Got it down to 8. We said 6. One more stop.
And a reach-in foul will be called on Sidnor. That's his second. Double bonus for both teams. So Walker will be shooting 2 from the line. High archer is good. Nick Brown checks in for Sidnor.
Nick Brown out of Grant High School. The Tigers of Grant.
Second shot is also good.
It's okay.
Sanders. Pass down low. Oh, and a block from behind. Down low, Tumblin. Tumblin is fouled. Mims called for his second foul. Tumblin good on the first free throw. He's had an excellent first half. He has 13 points right now. Second shot is also good. Walker across the timeline. Upshaw to Roberts. Walker near wing, drives across the lane. We have a whistle. Foul will be on Nick Brown, who just came into the game for the Jayhawks. I can't see, Gene. Who is that at the line? That's
34.
Okay. I had a referee right in front of me.
Mark Walker.
Walker at the line. Makes the first.
From Oregon, Ohio, Scott High School. He's a freshman.
And he makes them both. Now Sanders over on the near side, being checked by Walker. Tumblin back to Sanders. Shot clock is off, 15 on the regulation clock. Now Brown. Pass into Torrance. Torrance at close range. It drops through the cylinder. 4 seconds left. Long shot does not go, and we're at halftime here at Bartels Rhodey. Our score, Glen Oaks 49, Muskegon 41. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. We have another 20 minutes of exciting basketball coming right up here on MCC TV. My partner Gene Young joins me, and we had a nice interview with Jimmy Booth and talking about that first half, how hot Glen Oaks was shooting, the things that Jayhawks could do. Tumblin coming off the bench and having 14 points. There's a lot of good things that the Jayhawks can do, and how they cut that lead in half towards the tail end.
Well, you know, it's a very explosive team. They're very athletic, very quick, and they can shoot you out of a game and shoot you in it. But I think they're going to have to shoot better, but also their defense, rebounding, limit Glen Oaks to one shot, and just play good steady. 8 points is nothing.
That's right.
To make up an over 20-minute period.
The Jayhawks start with a ball to start the second half. And they turn the ball over. So it'll be Glen Oaks ball. They'll inbounds from the far side. Gardner, checked by Roberson.
Jimmy Booth, a good young coach. Getting his teaching certificate and credentials, and he's going to make a fine addition to some school system in the next year or so.
Yes, he will. Outside shot for Gardner doesn't go. First miss of the second half. Now Sidner in the corner. Torrance, shot doesn't go. The offensive board too strong for Kennedy.
Good tip. Missed it. Just missed it.
Two good looks there at that time, Gene. Now Mims, little bounce pass into Smith. Smith. Shot is rebounded by Sidnor. Sidnor looking for an outlet. He'll dribble the ball in the corner. Shot doesn't go. There's another offensive board there for Kennedy. That's 2 offensive rebounds for Kennedy here in the second half. Kicked out to Roberson. Roberson pulls up from the near wing. Up and over the backboard. Viking ball.
Roberson's jumper is a little flat. He's got to get a little more arch on it, give a better chance to drop through that hoop. But he's a spectacular ball player.
Gardner. Bounce pass in to Mims, little finger roll. Glen Oaks scores the first points of the second half. Sidnar. Ball is saved by Sanders. Now Sidnar passes up on the tray, back out to Sanders. Another good save by Sanders. Drives through the lane, underhand shot, doesn't go. Ball is tipped over to Gardner.
A lot of near misses for the Jayhawks, John.
Yes.
They're spectacular moves to the basket. They're just not falling. Got to get them to fall. You don't want to see that 10-point deficit go up to 14 or 16. You want to see it cut into the 10, down to 8, 7, 6.
Sidner. Sanders. Sanders on the far wing, drives between 2 defenders. There's an offensive board, but underneath he was undercut as Mims was leaning back into him, Gene. That's dangerous.
Yep.
When an opponent goes up for a rebound and he's being undercut.
Just not penetrating that zone. You want to try to end up with a 15-foot shot where they're taking 18, 20-foot shots.
Sidnar. Roberson, 3-point shot off the iron. Offensive board by Torrance. Torrance, no.
Oh.
Boy, just can't buy a basket.
4 shots in this second half that have just hung on the rim and gone out.
3-on-1 break, and Roberts finishes.
Glen Oaks goes down and scores so quickly. It need a possession, need a point here.
Jayhawks are working and working and working. That foul on Roberts makes 6 players with 3 fouls now with Glen Oaks. Sanders. Torrance, instead of shooting, ball goes off of Kennedy, and the ball goes out of bounds, a turnover. Torrance saw the easy shot, passed it down to Kennedy, but Kennedy was looking for the rebound positioning. Tough break, one too many passes.
Yes.
McGraw off the iron. Here come the Jayhawks. Roberson unable to finish. Right back out to Roberts, 3-on-1. Gardner. Up and over the backboard.
John, Jayhawks shots just aren't falling. My gosh, every time down, you just grit your teeth, and they're close, but close only counts in horseshoes. That's an old saying, but it's true tonight with all these near misses.
Well, the first Glen Oaks basketball player committed his 4th foul there, so Mario Smith will be sitting down now. Glen Oaks back in that zone that's been giving the Jayhawks some trouble. Here's Sidner, 3-point shot, doesn't go. Battle for the ball. Ball out of bounds. It's Muskegon ball. Sidner drives the lane, lays it up, doesn't go. He is fouled. Another foul on Glen Oaks. And that is on Starks. That's Starks number 4. He becomes the second player with 4 fouls.
John, do you realize the Jayhawks had 41 at halftime?
I know. We were talking about that, how we thought they were so cold at 17, and they ended up with 41 points.
I know.
Sidner at the line. He hits the Jayhawks' first point of the second half. Sidner makes both free throws. Now an outside shot, Gardner's 3-point shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Sanders. Sanders quickly across the timeline. Little bounce pass into Kennedy. Kennedy cuts across the lane. Little left-hander doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. The putback, no, and the tip goes in. I believe Tumlin got that one.
A good athletic move to tip that in.
Yes.
Got it back down to 8.
Jayhawks kept after it and kept after it. Now an outside shot for Roberts doesn't go. Rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy's getting plenty of rebounds here. And laying it up and in is Sanders.
Got the crowd back in it. Got the crowd back in it. We got a timeout.
Timeout, Glen Oaks, 15-4 left to go. And it's now a 6-point game, 53-47 Glen Oaks. We'll be right back. Back here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium, John R. Gene Young, the 8-point halftime lead is now down to 6 after it was up near 12 points. Gene, a couple things I like. I like the offensive and defensive rebounds that Kennedy's putting together right now. And I also like they have a couple players with 4 fouls and about 3 or 4 more over with 3.
You're absolutely right. And Kennedy's got size and got weight. He's got to stay in that middle offensively and defensively and limit them to 1 shot. Be a force in there. Be a strength in there. And, community college has 3-4 players that can get hot and just light it right up.
Yes.
And you got to get a couple of those kids in a rhythm and start making some of those threes. Let's hope that they can get it in and shoot the high percentage shot. But if not, then we hope they have a high percentage shooting threes.
Well, we have plenty of time to go here. 15:04, and the Jayhawks are within 6. So
yes, and
I like their position right now.
Yes, it didn't take them long to cut that down. Just about a minute and a half and 2 minutes, and they're so quick.
Right.
They react from defense to offense in just a matter of seconds.
Now Walker across the timeline. He's checked there by Torrens. Little bounce pass over to Upshaw. Upshaw. Roberts. Top of the key. His soft touch goes through the cylinder. Boy, that's a soft touch there. He has 19 for the game. Sanders leaves it there for Tumlin. Tumlin for 3. Hits it. Tumlin now with 19 points, and the Jayhawks are within 5.
Tumlin, a non-starter, has just come off the bench and been magnificent.
Mims tries to answer. He cannot do it. Tumlin with the rebound. Now Sidnor. Torrens, 3-point. Offensive board by Tumlin, and the putback is good. He has 21.
Great comeback, Jayhawks. Keep it up, keep it up.
Marcus Tumlin having a game tonight. Now Roberts, there'll be a goaltending call on that one as Kennedy went up there and knocked that one out. Tumblin to Sidnor. Now Sidnor, top of the key. Off the iron. Putback doesn't go by Sanders. He was right there for the offensive tip. Could not get it to go. Walker. Ball nearly stolen. There's no foul, no whistle there. Plenty of contact, but no whistle there for a foul, Gene.
No.
I guess if you're going to let him play, you let him play.
Community college got some tough kids, John. That's a dive for that ball, and you can hear it.
Yes.
That skin rubbing against that hard wood.
Tumblin to Sidnor. Down low. Kennedy gets his own rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Still Muskegon ball.
Don't anyone tell me this is a non-physical game.
Now Tumblin gets the ball to Sidnor. Top of the key from the free throw line is good. Aaron Sidnor. Gardner. Checked by Eddie Torrens. It's a 3-point game. And we have a whistle, foul on Muskegon. And it'll be on Kennedy. That's only his second. Team's first of the second half. Upshaw to inbound for the Vikings. Mims. Upshaw, little spin move. Shot is blocked from behind. How about that? I think Kennedy got the, a nice bounce pass. Down low, Torrens puts it up and in. Hey, it's a 1-point ball game. 12:32 left to go in the game. Glen Oaks trying to slow down this Jayhawk surge. Upshaw to Walker. Walker, one-hander, shot is blocked. Loose ball. Picked up there by Gardner. Gardner leans in. No, it does not go. Quick outlet pass to Torrens. Torrens from the top of the key. It's good. And the Jayhawks take the lead.
Listen to this crowd, John Arter. Listen to them. They're cheering.
They've come to life. And timeout. What a crowd. What a game. Jayhawks by one, 58-57. We have a timeout. 11:52 left. Gymnasium, John R. and Gene Young. Gene, what a comeback. You mentioned the Jayhawks are very athletic. Yeah. They can come back and score.
Well, they play with heart. I mean, they dive for the balls and stuff and go for those rebounds. And even though they're not a tall team, they're a good rebounding.
Yes, they are. Gardner checked by Torrens. Now Roberts, who's had a hot hand, he has 19 for the game. He's checked there by Sanders. Roberts, the soft shot is good. He has 21.
Very tough shot, good shot by Roberts.
Glen Oaks retakes the lead by one. Sidnor, cross-court pass. Tumblin, stepped on the baseline, out of bounds. Jayhawk turnover. Now Gardner. Checked by Torrens. He leaves it to Roberts. Once again, Roberts, the hot hand man, drains a three.
Well, they got to get somebody on him. 2 possessions, 5 points. 5 points for the Vikings. All from Mr. Roberts out of Lansing Waverly High School.
Sanders keeps his footing. Down low, Torrens. Torrens is going to be called for the offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder, and he gets called for the first foul. Team second. Jayhawks, after that timeout, they need to get some things going as Glen Oaks has put on some points here. They put on 5 straight points. Glen Oaks the inbound from the near side. Loose ball, picked up by Upshaw. Now Roberts. Roberts, another long three. It's good! My goodness.
Is he hot?
27
3 shots, 8 points. 2 threes and a 2. You got to give him credit, John. He's shooting the lights out.
He's got a nice soft touch and a good touch. Sanders. No, there's an offensive board. Put back by Tumlin. And we have a timeout. 10:05, let's go here in the game. Glen Oaks 65, Muskegon 60. We'll be right back. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right on the MCC TV. John Arter and Gene Young back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. Andrean Roberts of Glen Oaks put on 10 points there in a quick hurry fashion, giving Glen Oaks the lead. You probably need to get your best defensive performer and lock him up.
Absolutely right, John. And I'll tell you, Roberts, that's the difference in the ball game. He's made 3 long shots, 2 of them threes.
He's got 27.
27 points. That's outstanding. 27 of their 65. Still 10 minutes to play. That's a lot of a lot of basketball, folks.
Gardner to McGraw. McGraw leans in, puts it up too hard. Torrance with the rebound. Unable to control it on the near side is Sanders. Glen Oaks ball. Gardner. Check there by Sanders. And we have a Glen Oaks foul. That will go against Mims, and that's Mims' 4th foul.
Could get thin on that bench of the Vikings of Glen Oaks.
Mims becomes
we have 2 with 4 fouls, John.
3 with 4 fouls.
Okay. They brought 8 players.
That'll put some pressure on your team. Sanders to Torrance. Torrance off the back of the iron. Roberts with a rebound. Quick outlet pass to Gardner. Near wing, Gardner. No. Ball's tipped up in the air. Offensive board for Glen Oaks. Now Roberts from outside. Off the iron. He misses one. Tumlin. 3! 26 points for Marcus Tumlin. It's a 2-point.
Shooting the lights out.
It's a 2.
Roberts are putting on a show.
Yes.
Tremendous shooting show.
And a foul down in the post is going to be called on Lewis. That's his 2nd foul, team's 3rd. McGraw at the line shooting 2.
8:42 left in the ball game. Plenty of time in a basketball game.
McGraw good on the first free throw. McGraw misses on the second. Now Sidner. Glen Oaks staying in that zone defense. corner. It's Mr. Tumblin. 28 points for Marcus. It's a 1-point game. McGraw. Far wing. Sidner with the rebound. He looks up court. Pass in the corner. There's Tumblin. Cross court pass. There's Sanders. Sanders cuts across the way and lays it in. Jayhawks take the lead.
Tremendous comeback again, John. Now they got to build on that lead. 7:45, plenty of time. Play smart basketball. Smart basketball.
Roberts works his way, lays it up too hard, but he draws the foul.
They got to step in when a Glen Oaks player drives the basket. Somebody's got to get in his way. Force him to stop. Get your hands and body in the way.
Sidnor called for his third foul. Mr. Roberts missed the free throw.
Yes, yes.
That's unbelievable the way he was lighting it up.
Yes.
Roberts will get a second free throw. Chance to tie the game at 67. His second shot is good. Sanders brings the ball across the timeline. Sidnor. Torrance, three-point shot is good! Eddie Torrance! Now Roberts, far wing, three-point shot. He cannot answer.
Oh, nice rebound.
Sidnor going high for that rebound. Looking for an opening, and it closes off that defense there by Glen Oaks. So now Sanders will leave it for Sidnor. 18 on the shot clock. There's Sanders, near wing, little head fake. Baseline jumper is good by Sanders. 6:45 left. And Glen Oaks wants a timeout. 6:43 left to go in the game. Muskegon by 5. 72-67 over Glen Oaks. We'll be right back. 72-67, Jayhawks lead by 5 here. Still plenty of time to play here, Gene, but the Jayhawks have really turned it up a notch.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen some incredible shooting by both teams and by a couple individuals, and this is going to go down the wire. 6:43, you know, we could have 20 points scored in that time by one team. The way that they're shooting the three, and nobody's running that shot clock down yet. They're taking that shot within 6-8 seconds of the time clock.
Gardner along the near side. Leaves it to Roberts. A little give and go there down low. Missing down from point blank range is Smith. Now ahead. Sanders is hit from behind and goes down. They're going to check and see if that's a breakaway foul or intentional foul. Gardner called for his fourth foul. He becomes the fourth Viking with 4 fouls. Sanders at the line shooting 2.
They kind of wanted a deliberate foul,
yes,
which is a more severe penalty, and the official says, nope, not going to get it.
Sanders makes the first free throw. He has 11 points for the game. Upshaw checks into the game. Sanders makes them both. 6:25 left. 7-point lead for the Jayhawks. Now Smith to Roberts. Gardner. Mims. 15 on the shot clock. Roberts trying to cut through a couple defenders down low. Runs into traffic, kicks it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Now Roberts, 5 on the shot clock. Mims, way outside, far wing, off the iron. And he's checked that. Aaron Sidner with the ball, leans in. And he is going to be called for the offensive foul. And that's number 4 on Aaron. 5:45 left.
MCC is saying that he nipped him. He didn't have, the defender was not in his path. He moved in his path too late to be planted.
And we may have a hand check foul. They do. It's going to be on Eddie Torrens. That's number 2 on Eddie. That's the 6th team foul. Both teams have 6 team fouls here in the second half.
Shoot 1 and 1 on the 7th and 2 on the 10th.
Now Smith. Mims, little head fake, turnaround jumper, no! Sidner with the rebound. He looks down the court as he comes across the timeline. He's checked by Gardner. Mims looking to draw the foul. And it's a blocking foul against Mims, and that's number 5. Nigel Mims commits the 5th foul, and he's going to leave the game after scoring 16 points tonight, Gene.
He leaves the game with a 5th foul and a technical. Mr. Gerling's called a technical, so they're going to get some shots and some more shots and possession.
Officials are going to talk it over here and get it all sorted out. Not only do you have a foul to shoot 2, but a technical foul is involved here.
Yeah.
Official Todd Gerlings, he'll get it figured out. He's been at it and he knows his basketball.
Muskegon coach, Slumps is saying, can I get more free throws? I hope they announce it so everybody knows where we're going.
Okay, here's what they're going to do, Gene. They're going to shoot 2 fouls for the technical.
Okay.
And then they're going to shoot 2 free throws for the foul. And then they're going to play basketball.
Okay.
Tumlin at the line, shooting the technical free throws. He makes the first. He has 29 points for the game. He's got the hot hand. That's who you want shooting your free throws.
You certainly do, John.
Tumlin now with 30 points. Now the 2 free throws. Aaron Sidner steps up to the line. It's a 9-point Jayhawk lead. They have a 3-game winning streak here in the Western Conference. They'd love to extend it to 4. And Sidner helps there with hitting his first free throw. He has 9 points for the game. Make it double digits. He has 10 points, and it's an 11-point lead. 78-67. Gardner. Into Upshaw. Roberts, the man with a hot hand. He's checked there by Torrens. Torrens must be the Jayhawks' lockdown man. And Upshaw drives the lane, lets a little layup up and in.
Can't give him that wide open lane to the basket. That's a...
No. Sidner. Sidner returns the favor.
Very, very difficult shot. Sidner's a player.
11-point lead for the Jayhawks, 4.5 minutes to go. Gardner, he lays it up and in. They're driving uncontested and getting layups. Sidner answered last time for the Jayhawks. See if somebody else has an answer this time. As Torrens throws it over to Sanders. Sanders, far wing, uses a glass. It doesn't go. Now Gardner. Ahead, Upshaw throws it up off the glass, and he draws the foul. And that is it for Aaron Sidnor. Number 5, he'll finish with 12 points. First Jayhawk to foul out.
That's Sidnor, pretty valuable player to have in there the last 4 minutes, John. I hate to see him go to the bench.
And it looks like it's a technical foul against the Jayhawks.
What was the call?
Coach has a right to hear why a technical was called.
They're sorting it out here. Roberts will be at the line to shoot the technicals.
We needed a lawyer as a third person, John, to kind of interpret all these rules.
I know. Roberts, first technical shot, in and out. Second shot is good. Now they'll shoot the foul free throws. And Upshaw will be shooting the free throws. It's an 8-point Jayhawk lead, 4:03 left to go in the game. Will Roberson checks in for Sidner. As we mentioned, Sidner finishes with 12 points. Upshaw makes the first. And he makes them both. A 6-point Jayhawk lead. Now Glen Oaks extends the defense into the backcourt. Should open things up in the front court. Down low, Kennedy goes up for the bucket, and he's fouled. And that's number 5 for Starks. He's just fouled out. He finishes with 1 point, but he was very important down there as far as the rebounds. A big man down in the post.
Certainly was. I think we're going to have a parade to the free throw line. Neither team wants to give the other team an open shot, so they're going to be clever. I guess making your free throws down the stretch is going to be pretty important.
Kennedy at the line shooting 2. You must make your free throws. And Kennedy does. Justin makes the first one.
Kennedy out of Grosse Pointe North. 6'6", 220. Good sized basketball player. Good looking player.
He makes them both. And he has double figures, 10 points in the game. Justin Kennedy, it's an 8-point Jayhawk lead. 3:50 left to go here in the game. On the near side, Gardner leaves it for Upshaw. Upshaw leans in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. They're going to call Sanders for the foul. It sure looked like he lowered his shoulder and ran into him, Gene. But, hey, they're out there. They're making the calls, the tough calls. And so Upshaw will go line to shoot a 1-and-1.
We could pass out a lot of Academy Awards this
boy.
last 3.5 minutes, John.
Yes, we could. Upshaw makes the first free throw on the 1-and-1. Second one does not go in. There's the rebound. And they're going to say that Tumlin stepped on the line. Glen Oaks ball. Seven-point lead. Ball goes out to Smith. Roberts, three-point shot, in and out. And it's Jayhawk ball with 3:31 left to go. Roberson will bring the ball across. He's attacked right away. Sanders. Sanders, double team. He sees Roberson. Roberson on the near side. 20 on the shot clock.
Milk a little clock here, John. Not a bad idea. Take it under 3 minutes. Take it under 3 minutes.
10 on the shot clock. Back to Roberson. 7. He sees the clock. He drives the lane, kicks it out. And shot does not go. They're going to call it a shot clock violation. So it's still a 7-point lead for the Jayhawks, 2:53 to go.
Well, they got a lot of time off the clock, but next time you want to take it off and score at the end.
Yes. Roberts. And the hand check is going to be called. They're going to call that on Torrens, number 3. The clock stops at 2:47, and Roberts will be at the line shooting 2. He makes this one, goes out, in and out, and back in again.
You got 30 yet, John?
Yes, that's number 30 right there, 30th point. Make it 31. Sanders, little bounce pass over Robertson to Sanders. Sanders leans up, shot does not go, he is fouled. Foul is on McGraw. That's number 4 on McGraw. Sanders shooting 2. Sanders good on the first free throw. 6-point lead. Sanders makes them both. Muskegon wants a timeout. 2:34 left. It's a 7-point lead for the Jayhawks, 84-77. Gene and I will be right back. We're back here at Bartels Road Gymnasium. Hey, we want to thank that MCC TV crew doing a great job. The Messenger on the camera. That's Cade Messenger giving the great shots at Jayhawk basketball. Rod Van Nortwick in the booth directing and producing Jayhawk basketball. 2:34 left to go. It's a 7-point lead for the Jayhawks.
Have you got a female up there, John? I don't.
Well, there's another fan over there by Cade, but Cade's doing a great job. Outside shot by Roberts is good.
He's had 100 points the second half.
2:20 left. Sanders. Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon. Glen Oaks ball with 2:14 to go. 5-point lead. McGraw to inbound. There's a steal by Robertson. He lays it up and it goes in. How big was that? The
was
quickness.
That a great play? He kind of laid back there, and the guy turned around like he lazily throw it in, and Will just ran up there, intercepted it, took a dribble, and put it in.
And then he went to lay it up, and I think it went around about 3 laps before he decided to drop it.
That's a huge
basket. That's a big basket.
Huge basket.
We have 2:09 left to go here, and it's an exciting game. The Jayhawks are trying to extend their winning streak here in the Western Conference to 4. They have 3 right now. And they were down by over 15 points in that first half.
Yeah.
They cut it down to 8 right before halftime. It ballooned back up to 12 the start of the second half. But now the Jayhawks have come on strong, and it's been exciting basketball. Only about 2 or 3 minutes have gone off the clock, but it's been about 20 or 25 minutes on the regular clock. Exciting game here. Jayhawk women's team winning earlier tonight in fine fashion, 69-49, to improve their record to 2-3 in Western Conference play, 9-7 overall. 18 points by Taylor Brown. Morgan Giddings played an outstanding game with 15 points. But we have an exciting finish for you here on MCC TV. This one is 2:09 from being in the books. And the Jayhawks have a 7-point lead. Upshaw across the timeline. He's checked by Torrens. He drives the bucket, and he draws the foul. And Kennedy picks up the foul. That's his third foul. Upshaw at the line. He makes his first free throw. Upshaw's been knocking down his free throws late in the game.
He certainly has.
We have 2:02 left. Upshaw makes them both. He has 9 points for the game. Glen Oaks extends the defense into the backcourt. Will loses the ball. There's Upshaw. Roberts leans in, puts it up and in. It's a 3-point game. Still Jayhawk ball, minute 47.
How quickly a lead can disappear in this basketball game. Now Muskegon's having a little problem getting the ball up court. They need some help.
Roberson. Cross-court pass. Sanders, there's a 3-point shot off the iron. It does not go for Tumblin. He's been hot all night. And putting it up and in is McGraw. It's a 1-point game with a minute 27 left. Roberson drives the basket. The putback by Torrens. 16 points for Eddie Torrens. A minute 10 left.
Big putback right there. Big play.
Now Roberts.
Help him.
Whoa, that was a carry. But it turns into a Jayhawk turnover as Sanders steals it away. Works his way across court. Lays it up and in. Sanders. Deshaun Sanders. We need some
clock now. We need some clock.
Sanders was racing the ball. 44 seconds left, and we have a foul. Foul is on Mario Smith, and that's his 5th foul. He'll finish with 2 points. Both teams are leaving it all out there, Gene.
Yes, they are. They're playing hard.
43 seconds left.
It's a matter in 15, 20 seconds how things can change. Points, turnovers, baskets made.
That is Glen Oaks' last time out. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Deshaun Sanders at the line to shoot 2. He has 16 points for the game. A 5-point Jayhawk lead with 43 seconds left. Ooh, it bounces off the iron. He'll get a second shot. Sanders makes the second shot. Roberts along the near side. Roberts drives the lane. Shot does not go. He tried to draw the foul. He went down. And we have a foul. It'll be on Walker. Roberts went down, and he stayed down for a while. He's checking that ankle. 31 seconds left. And Gene with 3 players fouled out, and if you counted 8, he has to play.
Yes, yes, yes.
He has to stay out there. He's trying to work on that ankle. It looks like he's walking it off now as Roberson knocks down the first free throw. 92-85, a 7-point lead.
With a 3-point shot in almost 32 seconds, you got to get all these points. You got to get them all.
Well, Will gets 1 of 2. Quickly ahead to Gardner. Gardner is fouled on the near side. That's number 4 on Will. It's a little frustrating for Coach Schlump, as he doesn't want any fouls, but the competitive nature of basketball, you want to keep on playing the game. Now Gardner's at the line shooting 2. He misses the first. 27 seconds left. The shot clock is off. He makes the second. Now Sanders, double teamed in the backcourt. Torrens is fouled by Roberts. That's number 4 on Roberts with 21 seconds left. We have an intentional foul, Gene, on that.
Yes.
So Torrens makes the first.
He was grabbed and almost tackled.
Torrens makes both. He's had a wonderful game tonight, an excellent game, 18 points. Muskegon will inbound after the free throws. Roberson in the backcourt. And a reach-in foul will be called on Upshaw. That's his first. 15 seconds left. Roberson at the line, shooting 2. He makes the first. He has 8 points for the game, and he misses the second. Upshaw rebounded by Torrens, and this one's going to go in the books as a 9-point victory for the Jayhawks. 2 seconds, 1.
Why did he throw it? They didn't call a timeout, did they? That's, he thought it was a timeout. They give the ball to, the ball to Glen Oaks. He thought somebody called timeout. Doesn't make any difference, so.
Long shot does not go, and it does go in the books as a 9-point victory. 95-86, the Jayhawks win to improve to 4-1, 4 straight victories in Western Conference play, and 14-3 overall. While Glen Oaks drops to 1-3, 8-7 overall. What a game, Gene. A very exciting game.
I'll tell you what, hard fought. Both these teams have great athletes, speed, strength, endurance, and they put on a show. Look at the points, 95-86. And it was a game the officials had to stay on because you easily could lose this game. It was pretty physical. A lot of mouth flopping and what have you, and I thought that they kept the game under control.
Well, being down by more than 15 points, coming back and winning this game with an exciting second half. Now the Jayhawks are off until the 24th. They're off for 9 days. When you're hot, you hate to see the team. Well, they'll be off for 8 days.
Yeah.
A week from tomorrow. You hate to, when you have 4 games going, Gene, take it off. But we'll be back here on Monday the 26th when the Jackson Jets come into town next Monday, a week from this Monday on the 26th. Once again, the final score, Muskegon 95, Glen Oaks 86. For the MCC TV crew, we have Cade Messenger, and he's been on our camera all night giving you the great shots. Rod Van Nortwick in the booth, directing and producing MCC basketball. For my partner, Gene Young, this is John Utter saying good night, and thanks for watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.